It's a very, very big chance that I can be an international teacher.
And CELTA is like top, so I really need the license to just try to find a job somewhere.
I was born and raised in Rabat, in Morocco. I had my bachelor degree at University Mohammed V in English linguistics.
My name is Narges and my last name is Ashafi. I'm about 25 years old. I studied microbiology, but I work as a teacher.
I am originally from Sudan, born and raised there. I graduated 2 years ago from the Department of International Relations and Strategic Studies.
Nice mirror. So happy to be nice.
So you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, Robin, what are we doing now? What do we do today? Is that what you're thinking? We're here, getting to know you, orientation, nice to know you. You're oriented. We're going to have a short break, and then you are going to go into your TP groups. This moment, perhaps you're feeling a little bit like this. Thinking, this is a lot that I need to do, what's happening, I'm a little confused. I promise you, at some point you will feel like this. And you may even possibly get here. But at some point, there will come a moment where things start to make a little bit of sense. And you realize this is totally doable. And our goal is, at the end of the course, you are all successful QBs.
CELTA is clearly an intensive course. And people come to CELTA with different backgrounds, from different, they have different experiences, they know different things. Some people have years of teaching experience, some join us with practically no teaching experience whatsoever. And it's a tough few weeks for everybody. It's fun and rewarding, obviously, but it's quite challenging. And different people take different things from the course based on who they are, how they learn, and what kind of preferences they have, and where they come from, what backgrounds they have.
It's really important because I've been here in Istanbul for 2 years now. I couldn't find a job because I don't have any skills, and I'm a foreigner, I don't know the language, so most of the jobs for foreigners here are teachers, basically, and it's a job that I would really enjoy, but I don't have experience, I don't have a license, and CELTA is like top, so I really need the license to just try to find a job somewhere.
My main goal is to just just move around, just from city to city, from country to country. So it is really important to me. So it's a very, very big chance that I can be an international teacher.
And when I clap faster, I was planning to be a teacher in Sudan because I really wanted to have the teaching experience for a couple of years, especially because I like working with young children, so I wanted to work really close to them. But I couldn't because there was when I graduated there was a lot of political chaos in Sudan, so I had to flee the country and I came to Istanbul. So now I'm residing here and I've been trying to apply for teaching jobs, but all of them they require either experience or a license and I don't have any.
That's why I'm here, because when it comes to the theory, techniques and all that, I don't know all of that, but when it comes to the practice, that's why I'm here. Because I'm gonna get to practice, to do some teaching practice, I'm gonna get feedback, so I'm gonna know which areas I need to improve, and yeah, so that's why I'm here.
Read the menu and see what you like.
I'm actually into teaching because I want to improve my skills. I always feel like I'm always a student and I always have to be updated and learn something, because some teachers might think that, okay, I know everything. But I say, okay, we are teachers, but first we're students and we have to learn and learn more. And of course, my aim was to be an international teacher.
Live music. Live music. Live music. Thank you so much. So is it okay? Not music.
It's actually much better than expected because I was so scared. I was really anxious. I heard a lot about the course that it's really demanding and it's really hard, and it obviously is, but the environment is really nice. It's very calming, it's very friendly. The tutors are very nice. They're very interesting people. The way they teach and even the course, the way it's set up, it's really interesting. It's really engaging, and so I think it's gonna be worth it. I know it's gonna be hard, but it's gonna be worth it. And the people are really nice. I've already made a lot of friends, and they're just amazing people. It's promising. It looks promising.
My impressions are positive. It was good to see tutor Mehdi in his class. And it was also good with the Get to Know You activity that we did with the learners, and looking forward to working with them because we're going to work with them again this week.
Rahaf, you're teaching the day after homework.
The way we learn, the teaching process itself is really nice. I love how we're supposed to observe, and then we have the feedback sessions. They're very intimate. They're very small groups, and then it's one-on-one. It's nice, it's just, I feel it's really educative, And English can be so fun. That's why we have to move you around and do activities and colors. Exactly. It just shows the most.
Because now she looks like a child, and when she told me she had a child,
You have a baby face, but with it, with her short hair.
Can I have? I just wrote it. We wrote all of them, and then.
Oh yeah, I took them from the dialogue.
You took them.
We have this structure. Just look for them. Because they already gave us
I honestly feel a little bit anxious about today's lesson because it's TP4 and it's gotten much harder than the first two TPs. I have receptive skills today, so I'm teaching reading. This is my main aim. So I plan my lesson based on the lesson shape of receptive skills.
I'm going to teach functional language, and also my sub-aim is speaking. I'm worried about clarifying the target language, which I think it's a bit tricky. So, but I've planned some exercises, and I guess it's going to work.
This is my first speaking lesson, so there are a lot of things to consider, and during my lesson planning I was trying to shape the lesson to give students more time to speak, as this is the main aim.
There should be a clear aim, something achievable, something measurable, and something visible that could be done within a time frame. Well, in our case, a 45-minute lesson. If the trainees get that, they can plan lessons and they can design activities, form practice tasks, create ideas to achieve that aim. I think that would be the most important thing they take away from the course.
Each one of you is going to read their passage and going to try to find the answer in these questions. You're going to do it alone, okay?
The lesson overall, it was good. I just feel like in my preparation, I didn't write instructions very well, like very detailed instructions. So I talked a lot, and I told you I needed to reduce my TTT. But I loved it. I had a lot of activities, so we played games, and I got really good feedback from the students after the lesson, so that was nice.
The other person.
So we did like pair competitions, like bingo, for example, the first pair to find the answer, and then a race to like circle the matching word. So like 2 pairs here and 2 pairs here, and they run to circle the right answer. So it was fun.
Okay, go back, you guys. Who's next? Who's next? Oh, there's only one.
And then there's I forgot what it was called. Mehdi gave it a name, like the something wheel, where you just you allow them to talk. It's a mingling conversation, like productive skill game. So you allow them to talk, and then when you say next, they change partners. It was nice as well. They liked it.
Yes, come here. Come here.
The feedback that the tutors give is very helpful, so they pinpoint the areas that you need to improve on.
Plan well in general, you prepare materials very well.
Another aspect of the course is the idea of experimenting with something, trying out something new, and then thinking about how it went. The whole idea of reflecting on experience. Trainees go through this multiple times. After every TP, they go through this. They have tasks to complete and assignments to complete. So my hope is that by the end of the course, this could become kind of a habit, something that they would normally do after any experimentation. Something they would, so they would try out something, then think about how it went, reflect on what happened and why it happened the way it did, and what problems there were and how it could be improved next time. Again, if they take something like this habit away from the course, that would be a major achievement.
I feel like my main strength is I am naturally a social person. I'm an extrovert, so I like socializing, I like talking to people. I don't feel scared. I like talking, like I don't have a stage fright or anything. So it comes easy to me.
3 situations for each.
I would say my staging is good. I know what my main aim is and what to do to achieve that aim.
First, I don't show the activities to you. You have to write them down. Try to write them down.
I think as our tutor, if he talks to us, I think I've improved from the first TP until now, the TP4 we're gonna have. I'm really satisfied. Yeah, I'm really happy about it.
First pair to find all 8 answers is going to say, what are you going to say when you find it?
I need to reduce my TTT because I talk a lot.
Well, I would like to improve my pacing and how to manage time.
My weaknesses is a bit like not following the stages.
My weaknesses is I am very new to this. This is my first experience. I feel like I have a lot to learn. So sometimes when we're having our input sessions, for example, I feel like, oh, I have a lot of reading to do to catch up on everyone else's experience. So I feel a little bit left out, but I know it's just a time thing. So it's not a big deal.
I believe I can do better. So I'm really working on the feedback that our tutor gives us after each teaching practice. So yeah, there is a lot of room for improvement, and that's what I'm willing to work on in the next 2 weeks.
Generally, I kind of feel blessed that I'm here, because I've told you before that this is my first time abroad. And I've never had such an experience. You know, all people talk about the stress and being like just under pressure and these things, but I'm really okay with the situation, and I feel like I need it.
I actually like it in general. It's better than expected because I heard a lot about it, that it's really demanding, and it is, and it's exhausting, but I feel like I've progressed a lot in just 2 weeks. I've learned everything that I needed, like for now, everything that I needed to learn. I didn't know anything before the course, and I honestly didn't expect this much progress, but I'm proud of it.
Early second TV. Look, by the fifth TV, we're just gonna have to make.
I'm gonna wear perfume.
But I don't want to spend too much on that.
I feel a bit stressed because it's our first session with beginners.
I'm not feeling very good about my lesson today. I don't feel prepared, like well prepared.
So you feel unsure of what you're gonna do. So I guess you don't know how it's gonna go until you actually do it. In pairs, read and make in order. Okay? Discuss what's wrong.
Exactly, and
Give
write
them 2
down, for
minutes.
example, write down. Just try to cover it all, because I'm sure that time management is one of the things that's a crucial part of managing the class.
That's the thing. Trying to develop it.
But that was great. I think they were following you.
Yeah. First week was exhausting. I wasn't getting much sleep, but now I try to sleep at least 6 hours at night, so I can be prepared for the next day. But it's still exhausting, yeah, both physically and mentally.
The lack of sleep, the sleep deprivation, I really miss sleeping. Today I slept like 3 hours. It's overwhelming, but like it's building my resilience, I think, because I didn't think I'd last this long, honestly, but it's good.
The thing is that I'm not sleeping well nowadays.
There aren't enough hours in the day to do everything that you need to do, so you just need to find a way to juggle things, prioritize, get rid of some things, or just sacrifice them.
So we're going to do a little activity. I'm going to give you a little piece of paper, and I want you to write down a gift. Now this gift could be a spaceship. There's no monetary limit. It could be a massage. It could be a nice dinner. It could be all the answers to every assignment, I don't know. Whatever you want it to be. The thing is that this gift, it needs to be for anyone in the room, because we're going to exchange gifts and you won't know who's getting your gift.
There are a lot of different creative ways of giving practice to the learners. And we try to do that in our input sessions. Every input session tries to include a few aspects, a few different practice activities, a few ideas. So the trainees experience this firsthand. They see how it's done and they see how they feel. So they would, well, the idea is that they would like to try it out on their own students.
Thanks. Thank you. So maybe my grandmother sent me money for my birthday, and I have to say thank you. How do I say thank you? I'm gonna send a thank you card, right? I want you to use the paper in this direction. Don't write like this. This way. Thanks. Hold your letter in front of you so that your friends can read it. And I want you to use this space in the room and mingle, read each other's, read it until you find the letter thanking you. For me, I got one.
You got yours? Yeah. Yeah. The first one actually. This is yours.
Do you feel a little bit happier now?
No. Yes.
So what's the session today? What are we doing?
Draw!
Stretch, touch the ceiling, on your toes. One of the sessions that in our course is very popular is the drama session. A lot of trainees find that session quite engaging. It's quite new to many of them. The fact that language could be practiced by playing games and moving around and having fun. So again, the hope is that by the time they go back to their own classrooms, they would try out some of those practice ideas. The whole idea of being creative and creating games or game-like activities, or activities that have game-like features, to engage more students and make the whole learning process more effective.
What about you? Where are you?
Oh, right now, hi, I'm at my first school.
Oh, your first school? That's cute. What are you doing there?
Mountaineering.
You're mountaineering. That's a bit strange.
The drama session was amazing, honestly. It was so much better than expected. We did a lot of activities. And Mahdi is a very good director, is he? I don't know. But he made it really fun. All of the activities that we did today, it was the first time I ever do something like this. It was very interesting, very unpredictable. Like, we didn't know what was gonna happen next. Very interactive. We all had fun. We all learned a lot while having fun, and now we have a lot of activities in our minds to set up for our students as well. It was amazing. It got my energy was so up. I wanted to do my TP the first one. I was like, yes, let's go. So it was amazing. It was perfect choice.
Your chin is always in the same alignment with the base of my head. So if I do this, I love it. Now wake up. Apples.
Orange.
Bananas.
Tangerine. Dolphin. Octopus.
Okay, good. Great. Thank you. Those two are doing a great job. They're very competitive.
I told you before, this is my first experience abroad, and this is my first experience even talking to other people from other countries. I have never had the chance to do courses like this. It's so unique. It's like I don't like to leave this place. I have found so many great friends, and I'm so grateful, so grateful.
Surprisingly nervous a little bit. There is something about the last day. I mean, I didn't feel nervous my first CP or second, you know, even though I had less experience than now.
I'm all over the place, honestly. For some reason, I feel very anxious, even more than the first TP. I don't know why, maybe because the last TP and there's just so much expectation now because we need to be perfect, kind of. However it goes, I don't care, honestly. I just need to calm myself down. But yeah, it's a bittersweet feeling. Like the last session is like finally the last lesson, but the last lesson.
So you're going to read and listen to the 10 things, and if you would like to do the thing, do this. If you wouldn't like to, cross it. Okay.
Track 24. 10 things to do before you die.
Okay. Get up and choose your place. He took the pyramids. What about this? Which one do you want? He took the car.
Another thing that I think everybody will take away from a course like CELTA may not be about teaching English per se. It's more about professionalism, helping each other out, and along the way forming new friendships that will stay. Many trainees start their friendships here during the course, and they remain friends for the rest of their lives. Same is true for me. I mean, the same thing happened to me. So that's another aspect of the course that I think is quite valuable.
Normally I'm modest, but my group is the best because we help each other all the time. We work together, we ask for each other's advice, so we're always there for each other.
The highlights are definitely the people. My peers and my tutors, everyone that I met here, you guys. This was one of the best things in the whole course because the course was intense when it comes to the materials, when it comes to the lessons, it's really intense, but the people made it fun, they made it manageable. I couldn't have done it without my peers, without my group mates, so that was my main highlight. From the first day, I honestly did not know how I was going to do the CELTA thing because it was very new to me. But from the first day, the first TP, we stayed here, me, Nargis and Yunus, and we just started working and we planned our lessons together. It was very supportive. The next day, we all did good. and we knew who was going first, who was going second, what we were going to do. We based our lessons based on each other's. It was just perfect. And from that day, I knew I was gonna be okay. And I did, like every lesson, 8 TPs. They literally have been the best support system ever. I think that's why I didn't break down up until now.
No, I don't want this yet.
Well done.
I love my tutors. Okay, so I love how they're very different and they're very unique in their own way. So I learned different teaching styles from all 3 of them. For example, Robin, she's very bright, she's kinesthetic, she likes moving.
Robin, she's always full of energy, she's enthusiastic, she makes you want to, to move.
Elena is very calm, she has a calming presence, and she knows. So for example, with beginners, because I talk a lot, so I learned a lot from Elena that she just knows how to get her point with minimal teacher talk.
Yeah, Elena is calm, and she talks to us about, she tells us stuff about her from time to time, which I think is great. We share personal things.
And Mahdi, he's like the middle. He's in the middle. He's very flexible, He's very reassuring. He's very comforting. He knows how to give feedback in a very gentle way.
Yeah, the way he talks is just fascinating. I mean, you just want to listen to him. When he talks to you, he just hypnotizes you in some way.
I mean, all 3 tutors are so professional, and I've learned so many things from them. Yeah, in the thank you session, I couldn't hug them because I just had the feeling, they're my tutors, I cannot hug them, but when I'm sitting here now, I regret it. I think, I should have hugged them.
Oh, the students were so sweet. Especially, we had the first group, they were pre-intermediate, so we could, they were easier to communicate with because their level was good. They were really nice, very talkative, they're very energetic, they like activities, they were very invested, they were very determined to learn up until now, and we had a really good relationship with them. They made the class very fun and very bright.
Today we're going to thank someone who. So here we have some different ideas of what you can say thank you for. I'd like to ask you to stand up, talk to your friends, and say thank you to those who helped you along your way.
Oh, say that.
It might be one of the nicest groups I have ever worked with as a CELTA tutor. They are all different. They have very different backgrounds. They come from different countries, cultures, first languages. They have very different teaching experience, the number of years, the context in which they have been working. But I think something that unites them is the fact that they came here. They are very brave. They decided to do their best during these 4 weeks to teach and to plan the lessons, to work with people they have never met before. And I think they succeeded in it.
I've been teaching in several years, but the method was so new that I was like, okay, what was I doing these whole years?
Definitely more confident and more experience, because I know what to do now. I know how the lesson can go and I know how to fix it. Like, it's apparent progress.
I feel like I really made a progress, and it's like I grew up